Woo. Oh yeah. It's about that time. Line dance. Come on. It's about that time. Line dance. Y'all ready? Listen. Line dance. Slide left, right, keep it clean. We're talking soul line dance with the queen. Play trivia, win some money. Ooh, we keep it funny. You don't have to wonder about another, 'cause we gon' make it do what it do. What it do. Ready, so ready. Now we're just waiting on you to talk. Soul line dance with the queen. Talk soul line dance. Hey, let's talk soul line dance with the queen. Talk soul line dance. Hey, talk soul line dance. Let's talk soul line dance. Here we go. Talk, come on, here we go. Line dance, here we go. Talk, come on, here we go. Line dance.
All right, all right, all right. welcome to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. I am your friend, your sister, your next door neighbor, the one you like, the one you may not like, but it's okay. I'm still God's child. But we welcome you to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. And we know that you're going to have a good time tonight. We have an awesome show planned for you. And we have a guest. Oh my goodness. Y'all ain't ready. I'm telling you right now. I'm bring my co-host on first, but before we bring the guest, I want y'all to fasten your seatbelt. Make sure your what's that thing? Your parachute is on right and all that. You got your oxygen, all that you're gonna need for our guest today, because it's gonna be off the chain and a lot of fun. So I'm gonna bring in my co-host first. Here they go, Ms. Zondra Hill-Cosin and Mr. Charles. Hey.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Great.
Good.
Hello, Line Dance family.
Yeah.
So glad that you all are tuning in.
Yes.
How's it going?
Everybody.
Hey, it's going good. It's going. I'm claiming nothing but good stuff. What about you?
Amazing as always.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Charles?
Well, I was sick like 3 days ago, but now that I'm doing the show, I think the show has something to do with me getting well.
Well, all right.
And our guest.
We're so thankful that you're feeling better. Really.
Yes.
Thankful that you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Because I know we can get under the weather like that, you know.
That's what happened.
Like
all that
nothing.
pollen.
Mm-hmm.
Too much pollen in the air for here.
In the air, yes. So I'm thankful that the both of you are here, and it's just been a beautiful day outside. I mean, it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold, just a beautiful day. What about where y'all are?
It was a bit rainy, but it's still a nice day.
Okay. Rainy for you too? Yeah, we didn't get any rain today. It poured down like yesterday by like 4 a.m, something like that, while I was asleep. I just woke up to go to the restroom and I heard, what the heck is that? Oh, that was rain. Okay.
The first broadcast of Daylight Savings Time, yes. The first
yes.
Yes. You know, by the time you get accustomed to one time, then it changes on you. But I do like this time better.
Yes.
But you know, it's gonna take a little adjustment. But it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ms. Zondra and Mr. Charles, can y'all make a record that this is the first podcast for the time change, for the spring forward? What do you call it? Daylight savings time.
Savings time, yes.
Right.
Right or longer.
Yeah. So our special guest today is ready. Yes. And let me tell you all about him. Okay, this person is a part of Dr. Soul Line Dancing with Miss Deidre D. Seabrook. They started offering line dance classes simply out of the love for line dancing and as a way to reach out to the community. Their classes offer an open environment where people can be themselves and enjoy line dancing. Dancing is interpretational, and inspirational. The goal is to keep moving and challenge yourself. Over the past several years, this dynamic duo have been blessed to share their gifts by serving as hosts at weddings, reunions, community events, corporate functions, birthday parties, and was interviewed on Washington Full Circle, a local TV show. They look forward to future opportunities to serve and impact the community. Their motto is simple. Number one, always be for the community and give back. Number two, enjoy yourself socially, personally, and physically. Number three, come out, be active, have fun, make a new friend. And number four, it's okay to mess up. It's a learning process. Recently, in December 1st of 2022, Dr. Reggie relocated to Eastern Shore, where he accepted the Associate Vice President of Environment Management and Student Experience at the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. He has already joined 3 young ladies, Debbie Robinson, Adeline Tillman, and Vanessa White, in offering line dance classes on the Eastern Shore. And on February 24th, 23, they held their first line dance social. I'd like to introduce to some and present to others none other than Dr. Reginald Garcon.
Yeah, doctor.
Hello.
Hey.
Doctor.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Hey.
Blessed, amazing,
Yes.
fabulous.
Yes.
Blessed is one of those operative words that I could definitely feel that in this season that I could describe where I am. So yes, blessed is a great descriptor.
All right.
Love it. So how has your day been?
Today has been very, very lazy. And I've enjoyed it. I have not stepped outside of the house. It's been a Netflix chill type of mood. I've enjoyed it because prior to today, so the last several days, I was in Norfolk, Virginia, because there was the MEAC tournament for basketball. You know, it's March Madness, and the school that I'm now working at now, we had both our men's team and women's team participate in the tournament. They both won their first game, which was great. So that meant they played in the semifinals, and unfortunately on Friday evening, both of them lost to Howard University. The women lost by 2, and the men lost by a little bit more than 2. But needless to say, it was just a great experience to go up with, you know, our students, and then we got back late Friday, and so after that, I've just been in a chill mood. I'm like, okay, I just need some Reggie time.
There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I ordered some of that from Amazon, but it just hasn't come yet.
Okay, well, you got to talk to them. You got to talk to them. Yes.
I need some relaxation time, some chill time. Lord have mercy, I do. Well, Dr. Reggie, we'd like for you to introduce yourself to us and just tell us who Dr. Reginald Garcon is.
Sure. So I'll start from the very beginning, but I'll give you a crash course.
Okay.
I am Dr. Reginald Garcon. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Okay. And we left Brooklyn when I was 5 and we moved to Miami. So pretty much for the majority of my life, I lived in Miami. And in 1997, I started to work at Florida Atlantic University as the coordinator for orientation for new students. And then that started my trajectory in working in higher education. So I worked there for several years, and I moved on to a school in Southern West Virginia, where I was the dean of students, and then later moved here to Maryland since 2009. And I'm now at my 3rd institution. And right now I am serving as the Associate Vice President of Enrollment Management and Student Experience / I'm technically also the interim registrar for the time being. And I'm 3 months in, but I am loving it. So that's a little bit about my professional background. Outside of that, of course, growing up in Miami, I was all about some music and dancing, some
Okay.
live freestyle music. So that beat, that energy, that's just part of what I grew up with. I grew up with,
Okay.
Trina and Two Live Crew. So when it was time to move, we were moving. We were moving.
Okay, we're moving.
It was just something I grew up with. And when I moved to Maryland, thanks to two friends of mine, Shay and Corey, we were looking for something to do one summer. There was some place in DC that was having some line dancing. We went there. It was country line dancing, so that was cool. And then I found something on Craigslist with another class. We went down. It was in Temple Hills, Maryland, and that's where I started to really take line dance classes with Tamar Simmons, and that group, that class at that time was called Love to Dance. And that's where I met Deidre Seabrook. And then a couple years after that, as Tamar was just focusing more on family and she was sort of retiring, Dee and I, we sort of branched out and we became Dr. Soul. And she actually came up with the Dr. Soul part and it was to pay homage to me getting my doctorate. So that's sort of where the doctorate comes from. But then also it's D and Reggie, the D and the R. So that's and so that's how our class came. And so that's how it came up, and we've been teaching ever since. I love it. I love a good party, but most importantly, when that opportunity comes, I love teaching. I like to see people move. If there's something easy, I'm like, come on, get on the floor. So a lot of folks, aside from them watching me act a fool on the dance floor, the other thing a lot of folks, I would say they would comment on was my ability to help them out and call out steps and things like that. So I keep very active. I love the theater. I've been involved in plays. I'm involved in church. I do a lot of different things. So in a nutshell, you never know what I might be doing. So you just got to pay attention. So that's a little bit about me.
Yes. Wow. That's a lot. I love your energy. The first time, like I said, the first time I saw you dance, I wanted to know who that was. Who is that man that's over there getting it, not missing a step, all over the dance floor? But you know what I really like about you, I'm Dr. Reggie, is your energy on the dance floor. It's real. And you can't dance like that if you don't feel it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can't fake that. You just can't. You can't fake it. It's got to be in you. And I just feel like dancing and the energy put together is born in you. That's what I see. Because you be like, ow, you go on there like that.
And I feel it. And sometimes it's the music. There's certain pieces of music where I could just be in the zone and let it flow. And then there's other music where I just have to act the fool just because I just have to. Because the music is saying you just got to do a little something different.
There you go.
The music's playing, yes.
Yes. I just love to see you dance. I really do.
You.
You inspire me to put more energy into my dance. Because have you ever looked back? I know before you became an instructor and stuff like that. Have you ever looked back at maybe somebody took a video of you dancing and you were having fun, but you didn't show it? That was me. I didn't realize. I mean, I was enjoying it. I was having fun, but I had this serious look like, okay, what's the next step? I'm trying to remember what goes next. But when I look back at that video, I realized that I wasn't, even though I was enjoying it, I was enjoying it on the inside. But people on the outside couldn't see it. So that's when I worked on showing my dance ability on the outside. Because I just created, real quick, last night I had a performance show. And I did my new dance cruise. And the man said, you was feeling that thing. I was like, yes. Oh, yes, thank you. So I'm working on being better at it. That's what I was trying to say.
No problem.
So what about y'all? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a process for sure.
It is. Well, it's a process. Because we be afraid to let people see us enjoying ourselves sometimes. Go ahead, Mr. Charles. You going to say something?
Yeah. When I first saw you too, Reggie, Dr. Reggie, it was the same thing. I said, yeah, that's who I want to be around on the dance floor. Because when I dance, Avis called me the line dance instructor. I always yell, yeah. because I can't hold it in. It feels too good. If I'm in a class and nobody's doing nothing, I feel weird. Like, you can hear people breathe. So I have to, and you just let it go. And I love that about you, because that's how I feel like I want to be. Just to go ahead. I don't care who hears me. No offense, but I have to yell it out. And I've been doing better at it more now, especially at conventions. I don't care. I'm going to be yelling.
Did they say dance like everybody's watching, right? Or something like that?
Like nobody's
dance
watching.
like nobody's watching.
Oh, dance like nobody's watching. Okay. But somebody else, I think one of the ladies said that I dance like everybody's watching, like a performance. Every time I dance, I wanted to be a performance. And the other people say dance like nobody's watching, just do you. Like we do in the shower. We can sing in the shower. Go ahead, Reggie.
The one thing I would say, I try to do that. I definitely try to dance like nobody's watching. But then there are some times when my fellow people who know me, they want to egg me on. It's like, don't do that. Because then I just go to like a whole nother level. Sometimes you just can't explain it or describe it. And then I just go there. And so I blame y'all when that happens. Because I was just trying to do me. But y'all like, come on. I'm like, oh Lord. Okay. Y'all asked for it. I'm going to deliver.
What was the lady's name that challenged you at the UC Awards?
Oh, so
what is her name?
So Tamina, so actually there's a story regarding that. So Tamina Vincent, she's out of the Baltimore area. And I would say that's one of my many claim to fame. We had, usually it's called it was a Sunday brunch that would happen like on the 5th Sunday. And the dance, she choreographed the dance Still Angry. And that was the dance when, the music came out. I was dancing, and then she came and other people. And what's funny about that, we laugh about this because she was actually just up here on the Eastern Shore a couple of weeks ago, because to the naked eye, one would think, oh my gosh, they were challenging, they were battling and things like that. And I'm like, that's my homegirl. We just cutting up, having fun, because actually a few weeks before that, so that was actually a part 2. So the part 1 that happened was a few weeks before at this place called Everlasting Life. And it was a Sunday, Will Baker would have his Toasted Up event, and they played it there, and I was cutting up so much with that dance with Tamina. She just stopped what she was doing, fell on the floor, rolling around, laughing, and just cracking up because I just went another level. So then when the brunch came, that was like part 2.
Part 2,
But ultimately, for us, we feed off of each other's energy, and I just I'm very inspired by her creativity, because there's several dances that she's done, and she could move. Girlfriend can move.
What? Yes, she can.
Yes, and one of the other little jokes that happened, there were 3 dances that she made. One was called Still Angry, which There's Anger Management, and then there was another one called Boiling Point. And so, just in talking with her, are you going through some issues? These topics, angry, what's going on? But she definitely inspired me. And when we're on the floor, it's just watch out.
I know. When I saw the 2 of you dance, I was like, is this a dance battle or what? Because they are getting it, So I didn't know. So now we know the story. That you guys are really good friends, and you just both have that energy. Can you imagine Sandra and Mr. Charles? I don't know if you know the lady, Tamina Vincent, right?
Yeah, Tamina Vincent, yes.
Tamina Vincent. If you ever saw her and Mr. Charles, Dr. Reggie dance together, y'all be like, hold on to the dance floor because it's about to explode.
I'll pull her up.
Yeah, okay.
No, I think if you see Dr. Reggie on the dance floor in his mood anyway, you'll be like, hold on. It's about to explode.
That's what I said. Imagine 2 of them. What? Baby. Miss Sandra, can you read our comments real quick in between?
Sure. Our lady Adrian Wood says she loves Reggie out of Mapleton, Georgia. And we have our Adrian Jenkins.
Yes.
My favorite. You know, hey, that's still angry that you just spoke on. He's like checking the oil move.
Yes. Yeah, because I did something like this. It was one of those spontaneous things. I did something, and yeah, some things you can't duplicate.
Okay.
She was like, she would have loved to seen it because she loves Reggie.
Yes. You see, Melva said, "Welcome, Dr. Reginald Garcon." Yeah, and Adrian's feet in motion. My girl, she said, "Get out of his way when he get ready to dance. Get out of the way. If you can't beat him, you can't join him. Get out of the way." You know.
I know it because he will not back down to a challenge, and he probably would even challenge you. That's what I saw at the UC. Now I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying too. Yeah, you were there, Sandra. You saw it, right? You saw
just call it cutting up. Just cut it up.
Well, you know, it's a fun challenge. It's a loving challenge. You know, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Don't make me go down to the floor.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Donetta. Yeah, she said Reggie is a joy to watch. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
raise the fire. Yes, indeed. That's the thing. He started the fire. He bring the kerosene. He bring the matches. Okay, and then he bring the water to put it out if he has to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, fire is hot. So if it's hot, you got to put on the rim. So let's, you know, we don't do hot.
Wait.
We got to let it be hot. Okay, we gonna turn it up. Okay.
There we go. Go, Reggie.
Okay, so tell me something, Dr. Reggie.
Sure.
You know, a lot of times people will kind of get thrown off when they see Dr. Reginald, you know, and when they actually get the true feel of who Dr. Reggie is as a whole, how do they, you know, what's their response to that?
I would say the response is just realizing that I'm just a genuine person who has a lot of love in my heart, and I'm very approachable. I like to help people. And that's one of the things, as much as I cut up, me helping someone on the dance floor, learning something, calling out the steps, or taking somebody off to the side. I enjoy that because I want to see someone have a good time, because I'm gonna have a good time regardless. But if I can help someone else, I think that is important. I think one of the things is just knowing that I'm just a person. And I think that's one of the biggest things, is making sure that folks don't feel that intimidated to say hello, to ask questions, or to, because I've heard it before, you know, I've seen you online, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm just a person. Hey, I'm Reggie. How you doing? You know, and I don't have a problem doing that. And I think that further opens it up, especially as we're getting more and more newer folks into the line dance community, as they're learning, a lot of beginners and things like that, where it can be intimidating, especially if you don't know. When you have, whether it's me or others, that's where the teachers come in to help folks, because it helps break the ice. And especially, we know that we didn't always master this. And even, you know, I would consider myself a pretty good dancer, but there are some dances that it takes a while to learn. And so I'm not always going to get something that very first time. So I appreciate the process. And so I can't look bad or think ill of someone who's just not getting it, because sometimes you just won't get it and you just need to pause and come back to it, and then maybe you
get it. That's true. That's true. And that's with anything, you know, if you do anything over and over again, then it becomes a hassle. You know, like you said, step away from it, come back fresh, and then it all come together. And, you know, as I get younger, Reggie, Dr. Reginald, that's what happens to me. You know, I'm just kidding. I learned to dance, and I learned like the first part, and I got to go away and come back, and then I learned part two. But these dances that they make now that has like 4 parts and a bridge and a valley and a mountain. You know, see those they're way past my skill level. You know what I'm saying?
It is, and I love the terminology because when I've taught and I've been teaching with D for a minute, we have our terms. There's the verse, the bridge. I say, and then sometimes they have a little nugget. And sometimes sometimes it might be a piece of pork chop too, and sometimes you don't know where they're going with it. But when it comes to teaching, and I said this is the beauty when you have the opportunity to teach with someone else. Teaching with Dee has been great because it's the yin and the yang. Because sometimes I might see something or interpret a move one way, and she might do it a different way. Okay. But collectively between both of us, it helps further break it down for someone. So when you have those opportunity to teach with someone, that's how that can help you, because sometimes you have to even be creative as an instructor because they're not always going to get that step. So it's like, what else can you do? Or at this point, it's like, let me just show you a cheating way without all those turns. And when you're ready, you can try to master it.
Yes, that's important.
Dr. Reggie.
Yes.
Dr. Reggie, I got a question. First of all, I just want to let you know you speak very eloquently, and I like that. I really appreciate that. And the fact that you're a doctor, tell me something about that. When did you you became a doctor? What
sure. Year? Well, let me put on the other hat for you.
Okay.
All right. So, on December 17th, 2012, I graduated with my doctorate in higher education administration from the University of Phoenix. Okay. And so that was a journey going through the whole dissertation process and whatnot. And for those who are going to pursue higher education, I tell you, it's important to have a strong support system. Mm-hmm. Believe in something. For me, I believe in God, but believe in something. Yeah. So you need that extra higher power, that encouragement, so that there's a light. Sometimes I didn't see the light. Sometimes there were a lot of obstacles and challenges that happened. But then once it was done, there was a relief that I didn't actually experience until graduation day, which happened May of the following year, even though I finished in December. And I was able to share with my family. My best friend Robert came up. Dee was there. She, this was down in Tampa, Florida, because we had remote campuses. And then I had a couple other individuals that came. So being able to share that moment with others is important. So regardless of what level of education you're going to obtain, having that support system is very, very key. And,
yes, it is.
And that has continued to help me as I've continued to work in my career in higher education. And it's allowed me to prepare to where I am now and looking to do more. And it's really just beginning for me, I think, professionally.
Well, congratulations.
Okay. Yes, congratulations.
And we're all laughing at something what somebody says. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, somebody tell them.
Zandra, tell them what Adrian said.
Yeah, Adrian. She is off the chain. You know what?
I just saw that.
I couldn't help but see it.
Okay.
So, to be honest, I kind of feel like Adrian is like a comedian for real, okay? But my other question is, do you practice any comedy yourself, Dr. Reggie?
Comedy?
Yes.
Well, I'll say it this way. One of the things I tell my fellow coworkers in higher education is like, if you can't laugh about the stuff that's going on here, you're going to drown, because we deal with some stuff that you really have to scratch your head. Whether it's working with Greek life, registration, student experience, it's a whole bunch of different things. I'm trying to remember one example. It'll come to me. But working in the registrar's office when it's graduation time, when simple things as filling out the form, such as I forgot what it was. It was something very fundamental, but the person just answered it in such a different way. It was like, now, how did they get it that way? But you could understand why they said it, but it's like, that's not what we're talking about. But
Okay.
but I don't practice comedy. I just try to live my truth, live life. But there's lots of laughter in everyday life, and even in working and dealing with people, because adults in college, at universities, you'll be amazed at some of the things they do and say, or even professionals at staff, and you have to question, really? And then you have to you have to then further ask and think about, what are you really here for? If you just want to get your check, then that's fine, that's you. But if you're going to be working with me, that's not how I roll. There's a certain level of expectations, and that's one of the biggest things that I am learning as I'm navigating this new school. It's different than I've had in my previous careers, but it's okay. It's a learning process, but is making sure people understand that I have expectations, and when I share them, that means we're going to follow those expectations, regardless of if you like them or not. But we can work through it, and that's no different than line dancing. You're gonna have your limitations and things like that, but let's work through it. Let's talk through it, and then let's see how we can move and progress. Because I want to see you do well, master a dance. I want to see someone do well and graduate. That's how I find those things can intertwine, whether it's line dancing, whether it's education, whatever I do. So that's how I would answer those questions.
All right. Well, thank you. I have a question. What was your dissertation on?
Dissertation, great. I was looking at leadership differences between men and women, as well as folks who were just newly in the profession, 0 to 5 years or 6 years or higher, so that there's differences between the genders, as well as if they're more new or senior in their approaches.
I know that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yes.
And did you find out some good information from that research?
I did. Some of my research really mirrored some of the evidence that was found in other researches, but definitely for certain fields, things along the human resources realm, women tend to score higher than men in those areas, because those are more the dealing with people, interpersonal types of skills. So one will naturally think that. And then some of the more structural areas, because I use a particular instrument, those were where we found some of the guys scored higher than the women. And then, of course, those who were in the profession longer knew more, learned more than those who were just in the profession. So I was able to prove a lot of things, but it was also revealing at the same time, because, just because you found out that XYZ happened here, will it continue to happen again? So,
right. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Problem. Yeah. I just want to shout out some names. We have Karen Stewart, and of course, Adrian. We have Douglas Hawkins, X-Man, just tuned in. He said, Dr. Reggie, my gold brother. And then Natasha Cash said, Adrian stole my comment about rerun. And then we have African Violet say, hello, everyone. And then Natasha Cash said, I think the women need to retake the second
Right.
Laugh out loud.
Right.
And then Pamela Nickens said, hey, Reggie.
Hey,
and Alexis World say good
DMV.
evening, good evening, all. So we have a lot of guests tuning in. Go ahead, Sandra.
Okay, so what does the hat mean when you turn it around?
It's comfort. Just comfort. Sometimes I like it when I go to work, because I wear my hats to work as well. This
Okay.
is I'm in my stylish mode, type of thing. And,
Okay.
and so I just wear it like, hey, Kim, I say, I miss you too. Howdy. And so sometimes when I have it back, it's not that it's really signifying anything. It's just a particular look. This is really my studios. This is Dr. Reginald Garcon. Okay, let's have this meeting. Let's see what's going on. Let me take my notes type of thing. And then sometimes I just don't have a hat. It's just a matter of what else I'm wearing. But there's real no significance unless I put meaning to it. But it's just part of my flair of giving you a sense of who I am. You're going to see it one way or the other. So.
Okay.
Hey, Reggie, when did you start blowing that whistle? Okay.
Whew. Definitely is sometime in the DMV. One of the interesting of dancing in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, I would like to say that when we started line dancing, one of the things I noticed was that we're a very vocal group, so that as folks are choreographing dances, whether it's Donnell doing his shish pop, whatever the words he's saying, or it could be Ray Boyd, or doing his pa 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 cha cha, whatever. There's a verbalness to it in terms of their instruction, and I think it just happened inertly, just happened to have a whistle and then blowing it. But then one of the things, because I like music and beats and things like that, and it's gotten to the point that I could really rhythmically blow that whistle in terms of a beat to a song, and it just it's part of the whole package from the beginning. Okay, D just wrote from the beginning. If D says it's from the beginning, she would know. I trust her. That's my ride or die. So did you see what? Thank you. Okay, she has answered the question. We can move on. All right.
Okay, so do you play any instruments?
I blow the whistle.
Oh.
Go ahead, Reggie.
Love it. Love it.
Jeff Abrams said amen. And Natasha said shout out to the DMV, my hometown, Maryland. Stand up.
Yes.
And then Line Dancing by Lavender said Reggie is filled with pure love and energy. Love Reggie. And Tracy Green said hello, everyone. So hello, everyone is tuning in. I tell you, we just love Dr. Reggie. He is just giving us the 411, the 911, the 511, all the stuff we want to know about line dance. So Reggie, I have a question for you.
Sure.
If you had your regular class that know you, used to you, used to your call outs, used to the terms, line dancing, and then you had 4 new people who came to your class, how would you handle that?
The way I normally handle it. So what I think I'm hearing you ask is, first of all, we welcome any new people.
Okay.
And one of the things is that we do know that folks will come in with different levels and things like that. The way the structure of our class has been, we usually start off with some beginner dances, throwback, something to get folks warmed up, and then depending on the dance of the week, we will instruct how we instruct. It's not going to change. Now, we do understand that there will be some individuals that might be their first time. So the beauty of having 2 instructors in the class, so when there's that opportunity so that one of us could go off to the side to sort of go over a particular step over on the side, we will do that, but we will still continue with the flow of our class. And then even when we have the break, we will let them know, hey, be encouraged. This is practice. Some of these things take time. And then we always remind them that, for some dances, we take several weeks to get through. And in this particular one, they've been working on it 2 or 3 weeks already. You see, we're still fumbling with it. So it's your first time. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Don't be too hard on yourself. And so those are some of the things that we try to convey. But most important thing is, you should keep with the structure and the routine of your class, but still acknowledge when you do have some new folks there. So if there's some things that could be shifted, then you go ahead and do that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you know what, Dr. Reggie, it's like, of course, now I just kind of somewhat met you in January, and I was impressed. Okay. I'm gonna try to speak even better, because you know what? Mr. Charles has never complimented Queen nor myself on our speech. So maybe I need to work on it. Okay.
I'll take the hat off on that.
Zandra, we have to be more fluent in our speaking.
Oh, okay. Let me enunciate.
More,
you gotta be a guest.
I mean, the only other thing that I would say, something I didn't share, I didn't really go into. I also have a theater background, so I got involved in expressive arts, 4th grade. So I have my associates and my Bachelor of Fine Arts. So when it comes to speaking, not an issue. When I'm dealing with drama, I have to speak with people, presentations, not an issue. So for some people where speaking, presentation, those types of interactions might be not necessarily their strong suit, or they may not be as comfortable, that is definitely not an area I have an issue with. So I'll share that.
LG. Thank you.
That's good. We want to say hi to Patricia Livingston Garner. Hi, Patricia. She said, love this.
Patricia.
And Deborah Robinson said, yes, Dr. RG is the best.
Yes.
And Melba is smiling. She said, that's a smiley face.
Yeah, she's crying. She's laughing.
She's laughing
because, she was laughing. Anyway, yes. So, Dr. Reggie, you are truly loved.
Yes.
And that speaks volumes, I'm just looking, I feel the love from the comments that are coming in, and obviously you're doing something. No, you're doing a lot, right?
Yeah, there you go.
And so I would like to commend you. I mean, you are who you are, the way you present yourself, it goes from A to Z. And so it's nothing wrong. I think it's beautiful when one is so well-rounded that you can, wherever you're at, you can blend in. So that's an art in itself. So
yes,
I mean, if I had a hats off.
I got two right here. Do you want one?
Okay.
But I really appreciate that. That blending in and transitioning is so important, because where I used to live is 2 hours from my current location as I've transitioned to this new job. And I've ran into 3 lovely young ladies that I'm now teaching with. Debbie Robinson, we have Adeline Tillman, and Vanessa White. And we have just joined together. We had our first social the end of February. We have another one coming up May 24th. And it's just been great. They have been teaching there on the Eastern Shore. And now I'm just sort of just fitting in and joining these 3 young ladies. And I just want to commend them for the work that they've been doing in the past, and the work we're going to do moving forward as we continue to increase and bring dances and the love for line dancing to the Eastern Shore in Maryland. So I just wanted to give those shout outs quickly. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, now I got a question real quick. Angela Brown said we can be the LOTP. What does that stand for? Anybody know? LOTP.
Let Dr. Reggie answer that.
I don't know that one.
She can answer.
Angela, she'll tell us. She's typing it up now.
Okay.
So, how did you handle life of the party?
Life of the party.
Life of the party.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Angela.
So, how did you manage, or was it a hard transition for you moving from Miami to Maryland?
So in between there, I lived in Southern West Virginia for 6 years. So I left Florida to work there, and it was a different kind of transition. Beckley, West Virginia, the school was Mountain State University. It was a small little college town. So it was different in terms of not being in a big city. So a lot of the different things I was used to and amenities and whatnot, I didn't necessarily have in that area. So my life was lived through my work at the university. So I was in charge of student life. So the parties on campus, the activities and things like that. That was my hive. So I was gonna get my little dance in. The students could do their thing. I'd just be off in the little corner, just dancing, having a good old time. But I was close enough to nearby areas. The Carolinas was a couple of hours away. DC was still 5 hours away. So I would still do little, or Ohio was like 3 or 4 hours away. I would still do my little excursions. You know, I love to drive. So I would try to get my theater feel, or just interacting, of just doing other things, since I didn't have that necessarily in my immediate area. But what I will say is that I've made a lot of lifelong friends wherever I've gone. And so even small little town of Beckley, West Virginia, I have a shout out to those folks. I keep in contact with a lot of them, former coworkers, people that I considered also extended family. And it was different. It was a learning experience. But one of the things that I pride myself on, and I'm going to give a shout out to Misty Oaks and her family, because that was my surrogate family. Their kids, they were like my kids. And even the times that we went out, so yes, we may have gone out to the Regnet bars, and that was okay, but they had my back. Nobody was going to mess with Reggie, okay? I was, you know, and that's just sort of, I take that wherever I go. And I pride myself on the relationships that I've been able to make professionally, personally, and I think that's how you grow a community, and you have a network, and that love that you have, so that when you are doing things, people want to support you. When we had our social on the Eastern Shore, you know, a group from the DMV, they drove up a couple hours just to come show support for this thing, and it was great. And that's what I love about this Lion Dance community. Not only we will travel but we will support each other in a lot of different things, and I think that is important, and I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, we ask you to subscribe to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance on YouTube and Facebook. We want to say thank you for subscribing. That way, every week when it's time for the show, you'll get a notification to remind you, hey, tune in to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. They're on the air right now. So please subscribe.
What happened?
He changed it to the happy birthday. He ready, Mr. Charles? He ready to sing the happy birthday song? All right, Reggie, ready now?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Reggie?
I thought you wanted to play it, Mr.
Oh,
Charles.
I thought the music was gonna come on. All right, let's go. Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
What?
Happy birthday. To the March babies, happy birthday.
Yes,
Happy birthday.
yes, happy birthday. Yeah, y'all clap. Yay! Happy birthday.
Now, you know what, Dr. Reggie, I know I told you to bring it, but I did not expect this.
Dr. Reggie, I can tell you this. This was a first. This is the first hat change, the first clothes change. So you are first on the Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. We appreciate you so much.
I gotta represent. I have to represent.
There you go. There
Yes.
you go. Deborah Robinson said, I look forward to growing and traveling to different communities. And that's what I tell everybody. You don't learn until you travel. And rolling forward, say happy birthday blessings to all of the March birthdays. Deborah Robinson say hello. African Vita say, all right, Dr. Reggie. And Melba gave some claps up. And African Vita said, loving the change. She loved the change. And Danetta Ganel's Hall said, not the outfit change. Love it. Everybody's loving you as the first.
Bernadette Burnett. I saw Bernadette Burnett.
Doc. Okay, Doc.
Yes, Bern. Yes, Bern. And I'm appreciating the love from all over. So good evening. Hey, Pops. I love it. And Diana, Miss Hall, because, you know, we be shining, because I love that line dance. So there you go. Yes.
It's the love. And, you know, Dr. Reggie, one thing that I really love, I love the fact of your energy, but I love the fact that you never meet a stranger. You know, everybody you meet is a friend, especially on the dance floor. Now, I don't know about, but you seem like the type that everybody you meet is a friend, is not a stranger, and you make them feel welcome. And I could imagine somebody brand new dancing beside you. I'd be like, pray for them, lay hands. Lay hands on them.
Well, and I agree with that. But the one thing I will do, I will make sure that I will convey my intentions. For example, hey, come on, get on the floor. I'm gonna call it out. Come on, do it. Boom. But then if that song comes on, I'm gonna say, you're gonna have to excuse me. I let them know. It's like, don't even try. I'm gonna do me, and I'll come back to the back in a little bit. I let them know. That's important.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that. You know what? I need to incorporate that. I like that.
Yeah,
you know, you have to step away. Okay, I'm gonna help you, but you know what? This is my part right here. Just give me a minute, and I'm gonna come back. Yes. I love
donations.
that.
Go ahead. Donations accepted via Cash App, $the LDC. So no amount is too small, and we ask for donations so that we can keep our trivia going, and I can give out some money every week because it seems like everyone loves the trivia section of our program. So if you'd like to, that's our Cash App, $THELDC, and we thank you for your donations and you know, just reaching out to us. And we thank you for tuning in. If you never give us a dime, we still gonna have a good time. We got Dr. Reggie on the show. You know what I'm saying? We having fun over here. You know, so if you do, we appreciate you. And if you can't, we still understand. Just keep tuning in with us, okay? And Dr. Reggie, were you ready to say something?
No, go ahead and with the next thing, and I'll go from there.
We're moving on to our announcements section of the program. So you have any announcements?
Sure. I have a couple, three quick announcements. So on March 24th, once again on the Eastern Shore, we'll be having our line dance social starting at 6:30 until, and that's myself, Adeline Tillman, Vanessa White, and Debbie Robinson. So we'll be doing that once again. So you could check out our Facebook and with that information. On May 27th, Dee Seabrook and we will be up in Oakland, California for a social that Saturday. So for those of you on the West Coast, watch out. We coming back to Cali. So that's Saturday, May 27th. And then later in the year, November 10th through 11th is the Lavender Experience in Jacksonville, Florida. I will be in the house as a guest instructor.
All right.
Coming back home to Florida. So there you go. So those are some announcements I have in regards to some upcoming events that I will be participating in.
Okay, thank you. All right. Mr. Charles, you have any?
Yes, I got Jerome Cole. He's having an event May 20th and December 16th. They're 1 day apiece. Justine is April 28th to the 30th in Ohio. One of my favorite and a sold out, Bernadette Burnett. 30 years of line dancing.
Wow.
Birthday party at, was it Ocho Rios? June 1st.
Okay.
And then I have one more. It's Claudette Milton. She's having, April 19th. It's the New Kids on the Block but soul line dance meets country line dance.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
that. Love it.
That's exciting.
Well,
That's
look, don't forget in April the 20th through the 23rd, I think the last time or date to buy your ticket is the 17th. If it's not all the way sold out, M-Town Throwdown in Memphis will be going on. May 13th, you got Miss Adrienne Woods hosting her day event. And Durag, he's the guest instructor there. And May 18th through the 21st, we have Rundy's event in Greenville, South Carolina. And I'm going to stop here on June.
I'll be there.
Yes, I plan to be there too. In June 15th through the 18th, we have Lady D's event down in New Orleans. Okay. So, yes. So, hey, we have them, and it's a lot. It's a lot going on in our line dance community. And you know what? We got to have, who was that? Oh my goodness. Angela. Yes, Angela. I was thinking about Robert Sykes, and we need him to come on. Oh, and look at you, Robert.
Go ahead.
Did I not just tell you about
right on his feet? I love Robert.
Yes.
Right
Robert,
on his feet.
We need to get you on here, Miss Lavender. I need you on here. And we need to help promote the event that she will host in November as well. And some of these other ones. So look, if you're viewing, if you know someone that you would love to learn more about, please send their name in. Or if you would just like to share your love for line dance to the community, please also submit your name so that we can get you on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance.
Hey, Queen.
And
Queen, remember I just talked to you like 2 days ago and told you need to get Robert on there?
Yes.
Remember?
Sure did.
Yeah, we just talked about it. We just talked about it.
Okay, yeah. And Robert says June 8th through 11th, Chi-Town is having an event. Thank you, Robert. And Adrienne's Speed in Motion is May 12th, I believe.
13th.
The weekend. Wait, 13th. That weekend, I'll be in the house. And it's so much going on. Patricia said we all met Dr. Reggie at the UC Awards. He was so much fun to be around. Yes, that's where I seen him. I had danced with him before or on the same floor, but I was like over there in the old folks section. He was over here cutting up, We still had a good time. We really had a good time. So anyone who is interested in being a guest on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, just drop me a line. I'm Queen Sheila with QWEENSHEILA on Facebook, or you can give me a call. My phone number is 813-407-1216. Just give me a call or drop me a line. And my announcement is the 2023 Annual Urban Dance Symposium in Tampa, Florida. Yay. Real quick, our lineup is, that man named Mr. Charles. He one of our instructors. And Angie Glover. And we have Jerome Green Cole. We have Roddy Hackett, J. Most, Bernadine Burnett, Carla Gray from London. She's going to be an instructor. Ray Too Cool. We have Earl Miller, Harris Parks, Albina Richburg, and Queen Sheila, myself. So if you're in the area, Reggie, you decide to come back to Florida, to visit, October, 13, 14, 15, we'd love to have you to cut up on our dance floor. Okay? So I think, and Ron D, you already said Ron D's, right? Ron D Hackett, his event is the weekend after Adrian. So it's so much going on, but you know what? That's what it is about the community. We can share, and nobody's jealous of nobody, and this and that. We can go to what we can go to. I might not be able to hit you up this year, but next year I got you. So that's what's good about this community. We can share with one another. Okay.
Bernadette.
Bernadette said, "Who is Bernadine?"
I mean, Bernadette. Oh God.
Miss Bernadine is one of her members.
Yeah, one of my members, and I always get y'all name. It's Bernadette. I'm sorry, sweetie. I apologize. Bernadine is one of my members, and we talk every day, and I always get y'all's names mixed up because I call her Bernadette and call you Bernadine. I'm so sorry. You know, talk to my head, not my heart. Okay, I love you.
Yeah, and we see what Alexis World said, the STL flavor, the different events that's taken place.
Okay.
The captions are kind of leaving. Okay. So yes, we have July 2nd weekend, Cancun. Okay, in August, September, October, you got TCH in the first or second weekend in December.
Okay.
So yes, that's it.
April got the beginner's bash. That's next. That's April.
Okay. April. Yes. Carlos. Yes. With the beginner's bash. I'm not talking to him right now. Because I called him and said I need a ticket, right? And he was like, okay, I'm gonna call you if I get one. And then somebody told me he posted 2 online. I was like, he's on my list. He is on my list. And it's not the good one. I'm mad. Go ahead, Dr. Reg, you about to say something.
Back to announcements. I just want to have an indirect announcement. What I wanted to just say is that's the other beauty of this line dance community, not only learning dances, but just meeting people who have been in the industry for a while. I've met a lot of good people. So I'll just do a quick little shout out to other people that I haven't mentioned just along the way. Yashira Berry, James and Jackie Rice. We got Robert Torres, Adrian Jenkins, Roland Ford, Marva Black, Bernadette, Donetta, and the list can go on. Eric and Tish.
On.
All my DMV people, the Elks crew. We could go VFW down in Temple Hills. We know who you are, but I just want to say just great people. So take advantage when something is in your area. Learn, come out, show support, and try something new.
There you go. That's
All right. And yes, and even we can't forget Demiria. Thank you, Adrian. Her 10th anniversary. Actually, that's my birthday weekend. That she will have hers in July. You know, my birthday, July 8th, right?
Okay.
Everybody is not capable of being born in the fabulous month of July. And so, and Bernadette, as she said, in April, the last week.
My birthday. That's my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that's that 15th anniversary event. So Style and Rhythm. Yes. So y'all, hey, we got a lot to pick and choose from. That's right, Alexis.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So, Mr. Charles, you want to talk about the Universe Soul Line Dance and Urban?
Well, we talked about before. Find out, Reggie. Everything you do, what we're talking about, and you do a lot. Try to put it down. So there's an archives out there, a lady named Linda Hardy. And what we're trying to do is trying to get everything down so we can put all that, because it's hard. I mean, just listening to you today, I can't remember half of that stuff you said. You know, all the stuff you do. So put that down. Universal Soul Line Dance is Katrina Daniels, and what is it? Urban is Nicole.
It's Nicole Point. Yes.
So you put all your stuff on there, people. Put your stuff on there because people look at that. Because it's too much. Every Saturday, somebody, I call Rondé every day, every Saturday, he's somewhere coming back.
Okay. And but it's a very good resources. Very good resources. Really are. And we want to thank Katrina and Nicole for creating these resources for us because, you know, we would go somewhere to look for a line dance class or something and you have nothing to go by. But here you go. And when you make a new dance, you can put it right here so everyone can see. So, Dr. Reggie, a quick question before we move on to the next segment. I want to know what's the first line dance you choreographed?
The first, if it's just, I've only choreographed one, but I've co-choreographed several others. So the one that I choreographed, it was last year in the fall. It's called Up. It's Cardi B's Up. And so,
Okay.
so that's the first one that I've choreographed. The first one that I co-choreographed, it was me, Deidre Seabrook, and Tamar Simmons. It's Roll Out Line Dance. Look up Roll Out. Now that's a throwback.
Okay.
Roll Out by Ludacris.
Okay.
Check that
Okay.
out. Roll Out. Yes.
Okay, by Ludacris. Okay. Thank you. Thank
No
you.
problem.
Okay, so our next section is we want you to like, share, and subscribe to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. And don't forget, Dr. Reggie, to add Let's Talk Soul Line Dance to your bio. We appreciate you coming on. All right, y'all ready for our trivia? Woo, 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 woo. Oh, wait. Yeah, right after our trivia, that's when we'll do our toast. We have a toast that we're going to do on the show. So everybody get your cup. You know, it could be water, juice, wine, liquor, whatever you drink. Get your cup ready because we're going to do a toast to Dr. Reggie on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance right after the trivia section, okay? Don't y'all let me forget, Sandra and Mr. Charles. Don't let me forget. So y'all want to do the toast right now?
Yes.
Okay, let's do the toast now. All right. Let me put... Can y'all see my cup? Dr. Reggie. Okay, Dr. Reggie, is it a hat you going to put on or you just going to stay, you know?
Put the toast hat on.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to put the toast hat on.
Toast it up.
There you go. There you go. Now you look like a Dr. Dean, you know.
There you go.
All right. Mr. Charles, Sandra, which one of y'all want to do the toast today?
Sandra,
Mr. Charles, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. This is to a wonderful person, a wonderful line dancer, a wonderful friend with energy, someone that definitely knows what he wants. He just brings joy. If you look around, he brings joy to everyone. Keep that up, my brother, because you're one of a kind, and we appreciate you. All right?
Yeah.
Toast it up.
All right. Everybody drink.
Appreciate y'all.
That's some good water right there. All right. And everybody's toasting. They toasting with you, Mr. Reggie. Dr. Reggie, you see them? They toasting with you. All right. So now we're going to the trivia section. Oh, my God. The fun part. Well, the whole thing is fun, but this is the part where everybody gets off. Dr. Reggie, would you like to ask the first question of our audience about something we talked about tonight? You freeze up?
He's probably just thinking. He's thinking.
It's a lot.
Okay. But you know what?
Well, I'm asking mine.
Let me ask. I go.
Dang it. Okay.
Unmute yourself. When did Dr. Reggie become Dr. Reggie? When did he get his doctoral degree?
Oh, that's a good one.
She took my question.
That's a good one. You said it's a 2-part question.
I didn't quite hear everything.
Split it up. I'll ask what was the month and the day.
No, you're all right. So 2000. Can we get Reggie? Is he frozen over there?
Reggie, you frozen? You okay?
Yeah, I've been going in and out, so it might be.
Okay. Oh yeah, your signal is low.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, let me let him back in.
What?
Hold on.
Okay.
You got a strong signal. You got a strong signal now.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Swirl, Alexa Swirl. See, July representing. There we go. December 2012.
That's Alexa. Alexa won that one. All right. Congratulations, Alexa. Let me give you your shout out.
Look at her. Then she gonna bring it on around. See, that's what we do.
Awesome.
July people. She brought it on around and said he started it in December, but then he finished it in May.
Okay.
That's when he graduated. He actually completed everything in December, but he graduated in May.
Correct.
All right. Good job. So, Mr. Charles, you ready?
Sure.
Go ahead.
How old was it when Dr. Reggie started acting?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's really good.
Look, let me rewind. Hold on. That's what they be doing, Dr. Reggie. They go to Facebook and stuff and rewind so they get the answer, and we be laughing.
No problem. Well, I know the answer.
Donetta said the 4th grade. That's right, right?
Yeah.
Yay, Donetta!
How old was you?
Donetta.
How old was you?
Donetta got that one.
How old were you? 4 years old.
No, 4th grade. It was 4th grade.
4th grade.
Yeah, 4th grade was about 9 years old, right? Okay,
Yeah.
You ready,
Yeah.
Mr. Charles? I'm trying to hold mine.
Go ahead, Zandra.
She did hers already.
Yes, go on, Queen.
Okay, mine is, what was Dr. Reggie's dissertation on?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And look, why they have to think about that? We want to. Douglas said, S for S, step for step, back to the 90s. Line dance brunch is Sunday, May 21st.
Okay.
From 11 to 4. Okay, Miss Karen.
What's the difference between women and those started? I know that's right. Well,
I know it was on leadership. Oh, what Donetta said, leadership.
Leadership
Donetta came in
men
first.
and women based. Who did?
Donetta.
Dunny. Yep, it was. Okay, wait a minute, but she said leadership. It was leadership differences between gender and those that started versus more experienced, right? Okay, so Karen got the whole answer.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, Karen got the whole answer.
She must have been writing it down.
They trying to be a little difficult.
No, Donnie just won one. She can't win but one. Remember, you can't win but one a week. She's just smart.
Oh, okay,
you know?
Okay.
But she's listening. All right, Mr. Charles, on you. You got question 4.
Yeah.
He already asked.
Okay, it's on you, Zandra. Go ahead.
No, I've already asked.
Yeah, all 3 of us asked.
Reggie.
I missed one. Oh, it's on Reggie. Okay, Dr. Reggie, on you.
Yeah, Reggie.
Sure. What was, let's see. What was the first line dance I choreographed?
Yes.
Oh.
Can I answer? I got it. Can I answer that? Dang it. I can't answer that.
Patricia Garner.
Okay. Patricia got it. Yeah.
Through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get all y'all claps. Yay. Patricia jumped in first. Patricia Garner. Okay. Put it down.
Down.
Look at
Carlos.
Down.
I love it.
Y'all crazy. It has truly been a pleasure to have you, Dr. Reggie, as a guest on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. And you have truly brought, just joy and fun to us. And we want to say thank you for being our guest. And we look forward to cutting the wood with you, again. We don't have to wait till the UC Star Awards. We could do it another time.
Agreed.
And, and thank you to everyone that tuned in today. We really appreciate you for keeping our this podcast going, keeping the community knowledgeable. Because as we meet somebody might not, I don't know who it could have been, but somebody might not have known of Dr. Reggie. But now you know Dr. Reggie. When you see one on the dance floor that's cutting it up and all like that, and they're down there repairing it, that's who you're looking for, Dr. Reggie. All right. So, Dr. Reggie, do you have any closing remarks for us?
Closing remarks. Well, what can I say? First thing is, I am very blessed. Very blessed. And the way that shows up is whatever gifts God has given me, I want to make sure that I am using those gifts. whether it's on the dance floor, whether it's in education, whether it's working with people, working with kids, helping. I think that's important. Being on the stage, acting. So whatever gift you may have, use it. Don't let it go to waste. I think it's a privilege to have a gift, but it's a disservice if you're not using your gift. So I think that's one of the most important things that I'd like to share. And love what you're doing.
Yes.
The way I love something may be different the way that you may love it, but that's okay. Love it. Find that passion in your life, that purpose. I think that's very, very important. It's okay to help people. And I think that's okay. And don't ever feel that you can't do that, because by helping others, we help make each other better. So I think those are some quick parting things that I would love to share with everyone.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Ms. Zandra, you have any closing remarks?
It's just been a pleasure. Thank you to everyone who have tuned in. Thank you for your comments, your announcements, for your love. Dr. Reggie, as I said, thank you. Love your energy, love your knowledge, just love you, period.
Yes, yes. All right. Thank you, Sandra. Mr. Charles?
Yeah, thank you, Reggie. Thank you for keeping us smiling, man. And not just us, everybody that runs into you. Thank you for just having that joy. We need more joy out in the line dance community. And thank you, Queen, for actually doing this. And we're trying to tell everybody, big or small, line dance instructors, please give Queen a call, because we need to know more about everybody. I didn't know your personal life like that. But doing this podcast, it's just been a pleasure and an honor. It is. And one thing, Queen, who's next week?
All right. Next week is Roman Alvarado, Shades of Distinction, out of Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, that's it, right? Yeah, Roman Alvarado. Yes.
They be jamming in Phoenix. I've seen them.
Jamming.
Okay. Oh yes, Roman can move. So should be fun. Should be fun.
Yes. So he'll be on next week. So make sure you tune in. And before we go, we have to give you the dance of the week. And the dance of the week is Love Around the Clock. The artist is Raheem Devon and Vandale Andrew and the colleagues. Choreographer is none other than Ronnie Good. So we need y'all to look at the dance of the week given to us by Dr. Reggie. And we know that y'all going to be cutting the rug. Now, listen, if you can't do it like Dr. Reggie, do it like you do it. And then, you know, when Dr. Reggie join you, you know you have it going on.
Right. Do it your way.
You know, yeah, do it your way. Because, you know, when we try to, you know, be like somebody else, it don't come out right. We have to be ourselves. You know?
Agreed.
And that's why, Dr. Reggie, we just love you because you be yourself. And, you know, we just want to dance with you. We're not trying to be like you because we can't be you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can be Dr. Reggie but you. But we can get on the dance floor with you and learn. And that's what this podcast is all about, learning from one another. Yes. You know? And I just want to say thank you for everybody who tuned in. Thank you to my co-host. Thank you to our guest, Miss Dr. Reginald Garcon. Did I say it right?
Garcon, it's French.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
My parents are from Haiti. My parents are from Haiti, so I have that French blood. So Garcon, which means boy or waiter.
Okay. So Zandra, you ready? You ready, Zandra? In my doctorly voice. Dr. Reginald Garcon.
No,
Garcon.
Yes, I'm learning Garcon. I'm learning.
There you go. Garcon. If you do it with your hands, you're pronounced Garcon.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Hey, so Mr. Charles, how was this? Dr. Reginald Garcon.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. All right.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Carlos. Carlos said great episode. And Angela was telling me how to say your name. And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in. And we never close our broadcast without saying love is no good unless you give it away. So
Amen.
Here's something else, Dr. Reggie?
Thank you, Queen Zandra.
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank
Charles,
you.
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
And we look forward to seeing you on the dance floor, okay?
Will do.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.